Life Audio.
Today I'll talk about that. John goes on a fast to get ready for his time on camera and makes a staunch defense of green peppers. Meanwhile, I tell you the harrowing tale of a gnarly scooter crash that temporarily derailed my comedy tour but might have actually improved my nose. Plus a conversation about what good really means and why God is trustworthy but not predictable. Today's episode is not sponsored by acoustic guitars, ruining bonfire parties since 1850.
What's up out there, podcast universe? It's John and Jonnie back for Talk About That. It's been a minute, Jonnie.
We had a little bit of a hiatus.
Yeah.
How are you doing? That's the
I
question.
don't think we're not going. Hey, no,
We're not doing that?
we're not going right into me, guys. Johnny's been through. He's seen some bad stuff.
I have seen some bad stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had a few episodes over the past couple of years where we talk about our health disasters.
Yeah.
And then when I re-listen to them, I'm like, oof, this sounds like old people talking. But I had a moment this past weekend for sure. And I know some of you guys that follow my socials, you already know that it happened. But people have already been telling me I want the full debrief.
Yeah.
And
No.
I can't wait to hear the podcast where you talk about what happened. But I was out on tour on the bus tour, which is the long-awaited bus tour, which I was very excited about. We've had so much fun, the Live and Laughing tour. And so I had opening comics with me. We've got a whole crew, and it's a whole thing. It's a big machine. It's a lot of pressure, but super fun. And we're in Arkansas. And when I do these tour dates with Nate Bergazzi, he has scooters on the bus that they bring with them. The little e-scooters, the little zip-around electric scooters.
Yeah, like the
old bird scooters like you'd see in downtown.
scooters.
Lime scooters,
Yeah.
bird, whatever. And so I was like, when we get a bus tour, I'm getting some of those scooters. And I've ridden them a bunch. Like when we go to downtown somewhere, I'll ride them or whatever. And I've been on those things. I have incredible balance. Let me just start by saying that. And so I was like, I'm getting some of those. So I did. I researched it, and I got some dumb Chinese knockoff ones on Amazon. And I was like, well, I hope these don't catch fire into the bus because here we come. And we got 4 of them.
Yeah.
And we've been using them on the road. We're in Arkansas, and I'm on it. And Adam Bush, who's with us as one of the openers, who also helps produce the podcast. Hello, Adam. And Christian McCartney, who's young. And neither of them, I don't think, were comfortable on scooters, which surprised me because Adam's a little younger than me. He's not young, but he's younger than me. And Christian's 24. And he's like, how do you do these or whatever? I think he literally asked me, I go, come on, dude. So I was kind of showing them, hey, don't turn, lean. I literally said it. Don't turn, lean, because if you don't turn a scooter, because the turning radius is not, you don't turn the handlebars on a scooter. It's like a bike, you lean to turn. So we're in this parking lot of this performing arts center at a high school, getting ready to do a show. I was going to sound check in an hour. This was Thursday of 10 days ago, about 10 or 11 days ago. And we're riding it was a windy day. We're riding the parking lot, and we're zipping around. These things go about 20 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I'd been riding for about 5 minutes, and we're zipping around past each other, and my hat blows off. And I go, whoa, I look back for my hat just to see kind of where it landed because I was to turn around and go get it. And I don't know if looking away caused me to lose my balance or I literally instinctively turned the handlebars when I looked back to my left.
Right.
But all I know is when I immediately felt the scooter out of control and I could not get control back of it. And I knew I'm coming off this thing. It was like 2 seconds. 2 seconds and it was over.
What a horrifying feeling.
It was. I mean, you're out of control. And I know I'm hitting hard. Whatever I'm going to hit, I'm going to hit hard. And so I think I tried to plant with this foot, my left foot coming off the scooter. And that's really the last thing I remember as far as because I had no choice where I was going to impact. I planted with this foot, sprained it pretty badly, and then face first into the pavement. And then I just kind of sat up. So I was conscious, but I sat up and I immediately feel like blood pouring out of my face. And Adam runs over. He said he laughed first, which hurts a little, but I get it.
Yeah. Nervous, probably.
Yeah. And no, I mean, it's just one of those things of like, you knucklehead.
Yeah.
And then you walk over and see somebody's face
really...
and you go, oh, he's really hurt. And he goes, did you break your nose? And I go, I don't know. And blood's just pouring out of my face. And I didn't have anything. Of course, I'm in the parking lot. I grab my shirt. I start like, and I mean, my shirt's just soaked in blood just from like touching it to my face. And I go, all right. And I got up. I was still in shock. I'll walk like half a mile to the venue. And Jordan, the tour manager, comes out, and he didn't see me. He saw like side view of me, and I'm kind of still like covering my face a little bit. And he goes, "Hey, do you get your dinner order in?" I go, "Yeah." And I'm like just trying to get to a mirror to see like how bad is this?
Yeah,
you know. And it was not good. I actually will show a photo in the video. We'll
you're going?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay,
it's fine because I'm all better now. Well, not all better, but I'm a little crusty still. But I'm passable. But yeah, it was so bad. So I go to the ER, and I immediately knew, like, we're not doing these shows. We're not doing them.
There's no way.
They were like, well, we'll cancel tonight. And then they were kind of like, we'll hold on the others. And I was like, once I went to the ER, and I just knew, I was like, we're not. This is not something.
Yeah, once they're running
like,
CAT scans and.
Yeah, you can't just do like, we'll put makeup. You can't put makeup on these wounds. Like they're fresh wounds. And then I got stitches there's a bridge of my nose, which this will be a nice scar. I got a nice gouge there that they put stitches in. And then I have like a chunk of under my nostril, I have like a chunk of meat that just kind of is gone. And so it's healed up now, but there's no follicles there. So I'll have a nice little notch in my mustache forevermore, probably. That's what I can't
really tell.
Yeah, so I'm just going to do a comb over is what I've decided.
A comb over.
But so we went home from the tour, and we just drove the bus back. Like we got back from the hospital, they ran all these scans. They said, "Well, your nose is fractured in both nasal cavities. Your nose is fractured. You'll need to go see an ENT to see whether it needs surgery to repair." But it wasn't displaced. Like I could tell. Like my nose has always been. I've always had like a deviated septum, a little bit wonky nose.
Maybe they just fixed it.
I think you know what's funny. It does look better.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't it weird? Like it does not, like I used to have one nostril that when you look underneath, which is a lot of people, how people see me from stage, they see underneath my nose. And it's kind of like one nostril is always a little bit slanty. And I swear to you, it's not that way anymore. They're kind of even now.
Guys, isn't that just like...
Won't that preach?
I mean, sometimes you face plant.
Some of y'all need to... Anyway, there's a lot of sermon illustrations from this. But the main one I would say is you can always get another hat. Whatever that hat is to you,
let it go, man.
Let that thing go.
Yeah.
You can always double back for that hat. Keep your eyes ahead. Yeah. Don't look back.
You were like Lot's wife.
I was.
Yeah.
I turned into a pillar of blood. Pillar of Epsom salts. It was bad, dude. So we got back home, and I mean, I felt such a wave of sadness for not just the lost income, because we had to cancel 2 weekends of shows.
Yeah.
Not just this one, because I just was not healed up enough to go out even the second weekend. And, but just the wave of like, there's a crew of people that are now like in my care in a way, because this is a machine that's got my name on it.
Yeah.
And so this is people losing paydays because of my dumb 2 seconds.
Yeah, well.
2 seconds of dumb. So yeah, it was kind of a grief feeling, but also like just how stupid. And I've learned this, John. The thing I've learned the most is not all near-death experiences, because that's what it was. If we're honest, like I could have easily died.
Oh yeah,
people die on these things all the time. It could have been a brain bleed. Oh yeah, my head hit. It's just a matter of like how bad was the concussion? Because I had a concussion for sure.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of like. Yeah, I could have had a brain bleed. I could have had a skull fracture. Yeah. I didn't break any teeth, although it drove my teeth into my mouth so hard. I mean, I had so many mouth sores. I couldn't talk the first 3 days. That's why I didn't call you. Yeah. I was just texting you.
No, yeah, you were like, it hurts too bad.
I was like, I can't talk.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm kind of healed up now, a lot better, and we're going back out on the road, thank God. And I feel so bad for the people who had tickets, and so we're trying to get all that sorted out. So if that's you and you're out there and you're wondering all the rescheduled dates, we are working on it, I promise, and I feel so terrible. And I appreciate anybody that ever bought a ticket to my show. But I've learned, not all near-death experiences are created equal. Because this is kind of a dumb one. Like, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's almost like I gave myself third-degree burns with a sparkler. You know what I mean? It's like, it's the dumbest.
I did that one time, by the way.
It's the dumb. Did you really?
I did as a kid. It hurt really bad. But you were ashamed because it was just a sparkler.
It's like,
I get it.
Yeah, you're like, this could have been an M80 if I was a cool kid.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it had been a Harley at least.
I don't know, man. Didn't another comedian have a wreck on the
same
scooter?
day? There's a guy named Stavros Halkias. He's a big podcaster and comic, and I think he was headed to film his Netflix special that weekend.
Wow.
On a bird scooter in some metro area.
Yeah.
And he was riding one, and his hat started to fly off. He reached up to keep it from flying off, and that caused him to lose his balance. He fell over, broke his arm. He had one of those like robotic, weird contraptions on his arm that like keeps it all in place. Big mechanical cast. And so he had to move his taping to July. It was the same day.
Wow.
It might have been what if it was the same minute?
Wow.
What if we switched souls like one of those weird Freaky Friday movies?
Wow. I mean, yeah, but it means it happens to other people. I mean, there's a lot. No,
that's the
thing.
That's
why cities ban those things sometimes.
But it is weird. It's like people have asked me. Here's the part that bums me out. They go, "How old are you?" First of all, you're too old to be on these things. That's just not true. Okay, listen. I'm very coordinated.
Yeah.
And they go, "Is it the first time you'd ever?" That's the one that really bothered me the most. Had you been on those before? I go, "Yeah, this was mine.
Yeah, I own it.
I've been on them a million times.
And I own you," or something like that. I don't know. Don't say that.
All that said, it was a learning experience, an expensive one. Still waiting on the ER bill, but it's going to be. I have a high deductible plan.
Yeah,
like a lot of Americans that have health insurance. Even if you have it, you have a high deductible plan probably. And so it's going to be a minute before I pay down that. But we're alive, and we're going back out to tell jokes, and I'm excited about that. And I'm very grateful that I was not more badly injured, because it could have gone way worse.
It could have. You scared me pretty badly. So I got it. So Adam texted me.
Yeah.
And he was like, I don't know if you've heard, but Jonnie fell and had a pretty bad accident. And I was like, first thing I said is this a joke? Because I could just see you guys on the bus like, now tell him he's yeah. And he was like,
but we don't do that. I never would do that.
Well, I know you don't, but
you're right.
Adam and
you're learning.
Adam's a friend, and I'm getting to know Adam better.
Sure.
I know maybe this was, you guys are out there having your hijinks out on your fancy bus tour or whatever. But then
tell him I'm dead. See what he does.
But then he called. I was like, oh no.
Oh, right.
He was like, hey man, not a joke, and he kind of told me what happened. I was like, you're kidding. So I reached out to Curry immediately.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, it's pretty bad. I was like,
well, she had my phone, so people were calling and texting, and I was just so out of it. I was just laying in the back bunk of the bed of the bus, and I was just like trying not to bleed on the sheets that I don't own.
Yeah.
And she was tending to my wounds. Curry was so great. I was so glad she was there, because like there was so much that had to be handled that I just was not in a position to handle. Once I was down.
You're done.
Yeah, I was down. And so she was wrapping me up with ace bandages and caring for me. She's been amazing. And so, I've been convalescing at home for the last like 10 or 11 days. And so now we're kind of like, this is the first time my face has been in public. And there's been a lot of, you'll see if I'll show the photo, but there was a lot of facial, I
can't believe how great
there was some scabs and some crust and some junk.
Like I would have no idea today that anything could happen to you.
That's the goal, John.
So yeah.
I'm still really stiff. This hand is still a little bit wonky. I had so many scars and scabs on this hand, but I'm still. It's not my playing hand, thank goodness. Well, I guess some people call this their playing hand. I've considered this the playing hand, because you're making frets, you're making chords with this hand. So if this was on this hand, I probably wouldn't be able to play the guitar right now.
But you have practiced.
I've practiced a little bit.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be okay. But it's been interesting. I think we should have a word now from a few of our fine sponsors, and hope it's some health insurance plan or something.
Remember, guys, Jonnie has a bunch of bills.
Now a word from Aetna. Let's hear from a few of our fine sponsors.
Well, I'm glad you're okay.
Yeah, and I just want to say thanks to everybody that commented on social media. I never want to make those kind of posts, because it's so weird because my posts are always so light and whatever, and then you're like, hey, we have to cancel shows, and I'm really sorry, and people are just like, oh wow, this is serious, and people were really concerned, and people were praying, and so I just want to say thanks to everybody who reached out, and I'm glad to be back doing what I love, and very grateful that I'm okay. And we're on the mend. We're not 100% yet. So Spokane, Wednesday, May 6th. Thursday is Tacoma. And then I'm doing a fundraiser in Portland, and then I'm doing a fundraiser here in Lebanon, Tennessee. And you guys, these jokes may have some duct tape on them because I'm coming in at 70%, y'all. No, it's going to be great. These are going to be great shows. And so tickets at johnnyw.com. Now I can ask how you're doing.
I'm doing well. I have a, it's not an injury, but I'm in old man land.
Oh boy.
A little bit.
That's right. You're in prep day.
Yeah, I'm in prep day for my first colonoscopy tomorrow.
The first ever.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't eat anything at all yesterday. Yeah. And I haven't eaten anything today, which I feel pretty good today.
You're getting ready for your close-up.
It's look, I'm like 2 colonoscopies away from my goal weight. You know
what
I'm saying?
That's good stuff. That's a great way to think about it.
No, I mean, it's, yeah.
Are you hangry yet? Or are you getting a little?
I was yesterday.
Okay.
I feel great today.
You didn't eat yesterday either?
No, so.
You want to get a head start?
You get a head start, I think. So my wife is brilliant, and she's done this recently. She was like, so she did clear liquids for 2 days. Yeah. Because then by the time you get, because today, we're recording right now.
Yeah.
50 minutes from now.
So you think starving yourself for an extra day makes your wife brilliant?
Yes. I think I have to go home and start.
She was like, John, why don't you take a third day and lose a little bit of that spare tire? You know what I've heard? A lot of people are taking a full week and doing some sit-ups. If you could do some crunches.
Maybe, I don't know, take a walk.
Yeah, you know what she is, brilliant. She's an evil genius is what she is.
Listen, go to a tanning bed, anything.
Sheesh.
But no, so at 2 o'clock today, I have to start drinking the stuff.
Right.
So my afternoon's about to get real. I mean, colonoscopy is more like colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going to be, this will be fun.
It sucks, but
no, come on, man. Well, you got to get in there. You got to get in there and see what's up. You got to take care. You got to take care of your health.
Well, I'm having an upper GI scope as well.
Gosh, so. This is the oldest episode.
It is. I'm going to see. Yeah, they're going to see what's going on.
We're all old and creaky.
Yeah, but it's fine. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's going to be fine. So.
You talk about them stretching your esophagus and some nonsense because of your GERD or something.
I don't know, like,
you got a little
if
acid,
I eat
you got a
too
little reflux.
fast, I got some stuff going on.
What if they stretch your esophagus and it changes your voice?
Wouldn't that be amazing? Like, all of a sudden, I sound cool.
No, it wouldn't. If they stretch it, it's going to be higher.
It's going to be like your nose, except now my esophagus is going to be perfectly straight. It's
going to be, your voice is going to be higher. You're going to be like, well, the procedure went great, but the bad news is... Man, these harmony notes John's hitting in worship is unreal.
He's a full... Anyway, I'm not going to come back a soprano, I don't think. I think that's the wrong thing, Johnny. That's your vocal cords. But
look, it's all in there.
It's all
I'm not a doctor.
Johnny, I don't know if you guys know this.
All I know is when you have a colonoscopy, you need to take at least 5 days and not eat. That's what I've been told.
You know what I was craving yesterday?
What's that?
The Texas cheesesteak burrito from Buc-ee's.
Well, we don't even have a Buc-ee's near us, so that's like a crazy.
That's how bad, yeah.
Yeah.
But I travel a lot.
Yeah.
Through a lot
that's
of
true.
Buc-ee's,
You're doing the volleyball trips.
Yeah. Have you ever had that?
You had me eat one, but it has peppers in it. I don't like peppers in it.
Oh, that's right.
Peppers ruins everything.
Had you and Andrew eat this amazing thing. You're both like, and I was like...
Well, peppers make everything taste like a pepper. It's a very invasive species of food.
I don't think you realize that the whole world eats peppers on their food, and you're acting like that you're better.
Well, I'm in the world, and I don't, so...
Yeah.
By proxy.
But still... I mean, when do you...
I understand that they put peppers in a lot of things, but I wish they would make a Texas cheesesteak burrito without peppers for me, and I would try it, and I'm sure I would like it. It had some kind of sauce, too, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like sauces. Give me cheese, meat, and maybe some onions, some grilled onions I can eat, not peppers. Though.
You don't think an onion doesn't add...
It's not as invasive to me. Pepper just taints everything.
I think that the millions of Buc-ee's customers who buy this burrito have proven you wrong.
You ever get a half and half pizza? People go, get half peppers on my half. That's all I care about. Just get peppers on my half. You go, your peppers are going to encroach. The flavors will meld.
I think I don't know, man. Your palate, I wouldn't call it sophisticated.
No,
I'd call it wimpy. Like you have a wimpy palate.
You're right.
And
you're right. Yeah, you eat green peppers. That makes you really, really sophisticated. Hey. At Buc-ee's, a truck stop.
Actually, big trucks are not allowed at Buc-ee's, so I'm going to need you to step back, sir.
A car stop.
A car stop is what it is.
Yeah.
I do love Buc-ee's. I stop almost every time. But hey, anyway, Johnny, I think it's about that time.
Is it?
It's my segment, a little one we call They Talked About That.
Let's see if my nose is better to sing. I'm still hitting it.
You still got it, man.
Thank you.
It's like riding a scooter. Wait.
Michael Jackson said his first nose job was to fix his deviated septum and to help him sing better. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And then he just,
this is the beginning for you.
I guess he couldn't stop.
This is how it started.
He just kept a going.
Yeah.
That's me. Next stop.
Who knows?
Soprano land. Falsetto.
Are you going to ride a scooter again?
That's a great question because I have 4 of them in my garage, and I'm either going to have to sell them and be like, hey, by the way, these are cursed, or get back on the horse. I'm going to wait till my nose fully heals, because that's the other thing they tell you is like, don't take a shot to your nose while it's fractured, because you will displace it, because it's like still tenuous. Don't get in a bar fight. 4 weeks, they said.
So no bar fights for 4 weeks. No bar fights for 4 weeks. That's hard for you.
Don't get mouthy in a Buc-ee's. Don't be like, red biscuit on the board, like mocking them, because they don't like that.
Yeah, really.
I took a steak burrito to the face.
That's what killed my uncle.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's the status of it.
Yeah. Well, get back. Hey, one suggestion.
Yeah.
Helmet.
Oh no, I'm with you. I'm gonna get back on the horse, because I feel like didn't you say that you're a counterphobic?
Yes.
So, like, you can't just live your life in fear of, like, a one time you had an accident on a thing.
No.
You got to get right back on the horse.
You got to.
And the horse is an electric scooter. By the way, Rob Harris, my buddy, singer-songwriter Rob Harris, one of my dear friends, he gave me a little plastic scooter. He gave me a whole gift basket full of stuff, which was so nice, because nobody else gave me a care package. Or a hair package. But within it said, every superhero has an enemy. And now we know yours.
Wow.
So this is his version of my supervillain, so I thought we'd make him a little mess.
This is like Andrew's ladder.
It's a little scooter, plastic scooter for those of you listening.
Wow. That's awesome.
Anyway, quote of the week, John.
It's Clive Staples today. Of
course.
And I'm going to tell you something. I had to search it out, because it's one of those I found. I was like, please tell me this is real and not made up. And I did. I found it.
A C.S. Lewis quote that might be
correct. There's all kinds of fabricated
erroneous?
Okay. Yes. Everywhere there, I actually saw this one in a meme. I was like, oh no, please, I need this to be true. But I found it, and the reason it's hard to find is it's a personal letter from C.S. Lewis to Father Peter Bide, dated April 29th, 1959. So it was published in his collection of letters, so it is legit. He says, "We are not necessarily doubting that God will do the best for us. We are wondering how painful the best will turn out to be." And I think he nailed. In fact, when I came through 12 steps, the big question I came out at the end was, I realize now what I'm most afraid of. I am most afraid that God will not stop me from screwing up my life. I'm not worried about God screwing up my life. I'm worried about him giving me too much leeway.
Right. He's not intervening.
He's not going to stop me from doing it.
Yeah.
And this is similar to that we're not necessarily doubting that God will do the best. We're wondering how painful the best will turn out to be. And that's been, it's for where I am in my life, it's one of those, like, I don't know if I want your best all the time, because the best is not, I think we equate the best from God as comfortable,
right,
or how we define good, right?
Yeah.
Our mutual friend Rick used to always say, it's our definition of God's best, right? That's the problem, or our definition of what good is.
Right. God works things together for our good. What is our definition of good versus God's definition for our good?
God's definition of good often leads to things that we would never in a million years choose. And I'm finding, I don't know, even this last weekend, the volleyball world I don't talk about a lot, but in college recruiting and youth sports culture, I think I could do a whole podcast or a series of books on this, because I've lived a world that's I'm on a different planet.
Yeah.
Often. I sent Andrew a picture of coming down the escalator in Atlanta this last weekend, and I think there were about, 8,000 people gathered down trying to get into the convention center, and this was one of 3 halls. Mm-hmm. Crowds of people. And he was like, "What is going on?" And he was like, you should take up chess, is what he said.
Yeah.
And in that world, though, the emotional stakes when it's your kid involved are seemingly so much higher than they should be. And my kid, has ADHD and other things, and there's a whole other world of what that really means. It's not usually just attention or hyperactivity or things like that. There's a lot going on when your kid's getting older and she's about to turn 18 and all the things. there's just a lot of things that we've carried and walked through with our amazing girl, and we're doing it in this high pressure environment. You know, with you're trying to just hope she can make it to a goal that she has. And man, the question of whether or not we trust God, it feels like a trick question to me. I've spent my whole life helping people learn how to trust God, right? And I find myself going, he just said it. Guys, it's not that I don't trust you. It's that how painful, or what if you go a different direction? It's that God is trustworthy, but he's not predictable.
Yeah.
And I think that's the heart of it. Can I trust God when I don't know what he's going to do?
Yeah, we want, like, even now more than ever, we want a formula.
Yeah.
We want to plug it in, and we want God to be our, like I was reading our buddy Caleb Edwards' blog about how God's not a genie. Yeah. There's going to be sadness and loss. There's going to be all these things, and that's just part of it.
The disappointment, that's the same thing I told Sadie yesterday. We're talking about, I said, look, if God always gave you everything you wanted, he's just a genie, or he's Santa Claus, right? But we're supposed to be obedient to him. He's supposed to be king and Lord. And I'm good with that. Like, I want that. But also, he doesn't tell you, like we were actually listening to the Bible audio, an audio Bible app, and it was talking about Lazarus. And I said, no, and she and I are having such great discussions right now on this stuff. And we pushed pause. I said, look, here's the crazy part. Because she said, I understand. He said Lazarus is not going to die. I said, let's listen. Where did you hear that? And what he said was, he told his disciples, Lazarus is sick, but the sickness will not end in death. And then she's like, I don't understand, but he died. And I said, okay, but let's listen to what he really said. This is a great example, at least in our English translation, of the mystery of God, right? What did Jesus really say? He said, it won't end in death. Did the story end in death? She was like, no. I said, right. But it had death still. Mm-hmm. So what they heard was, he's not going to die. That's what you heard. And I said, that's how God, this is what I'm learning, kid, that the mystery of God is, he knew the whole time, and he said these things, but he did not explain to them. Mm-hmm. This is where it kills us. We want to understand. And he is not concerned always with our understanding. And I don't know what to do with that. I get it. I'm saying it. It makes sense. But just like I could say I'm overweight, doesn't make me lose any weight or change the problem at all. Or I could say I have cancer. It doesn't take the cancer away if I had it. Like, there's another process. So I know he doesn't give us understanding of everything, but man, does it hurt to not have it. And, across the whole thing, there's all these mysteries. It says Jesus was angry when he got to the tomb. Multiple times it says in that passage he was angry. It doesn't tell us what he's angry about. Mm-hmm. He asks Mary, do you believe he's going to rise? And she's like, I do, at the last day. And then she was doing NLT, and he says, in NLT it says, do you believe he will live again? She goes, yes, at the last day. Well, the other versions say, she goes, yes, at the last day, at the resurrection. And then to me, I said, honey, I think that the other versions are a little more pointed to what he really said. Yeah. It was a mic drop moment. Yeah, I'll believe he'll arise again at the resurrection. He goes, I am the resurrection. Like, it's a real, like, those two words need to be repeated, Right. But he's dropping mics and saying all this stuff, but it's not for the purpose of everybody understanding. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that once we get that, like, hey, I don't get it. I don't think you're just getting that, but that is the pathway of following Christ and trusting is, I need to, as it says in Psalm 1, Proverbs 3, I need to lean not in my understanding. And that's the hardest thing, is I only know I'm a 6, right? I don't know how to not. And so that's the training of, okay, God, this may be painful. Can I still trust you? And that you give me so many good things. Can I see them? Can I see that your ways are better, even if they hurt, and if I didn't understand them? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if God knocked you off your scooter, Jonnie, you know what I'm saying? But he knew that was going to happen, and he allowed that to happen. And then he also preserved your life, because you really could have died, and all the things. And if you would have died, God would still be good, right? That you get into all these things, and someone else fell off of something and died. We just had a funeral here for it. It's awful, and you go, I'm not going to get understanding in all of this. Can I still see the good, trust in God, and know that the story he's writing will be redeemed fully in a way that none of this will be wasted in the end. So anyway, Clive Staples.
Good stuff. C.S. Lewis. He's going to make it, that guy.
Keep writing, bro.
Yeah, he's going to be good. I have a good feeling about that guy. John, let's do my segments. Let's start with old jokes. We call it Joke About That. Oh, great, John. Now I've lost the packaging for my anti-stress medication. I don't know how much more of this I can take. Figured you'd like that one.
I like that.
A guy crashes his car. When the police show up, he claims the woman he hit was at fault. She was on her phone, he yells. And to make matters worse, she was drinking a glass of wine at the time. Can you believe it? And the cop says, sir, she can do whatever she wants in her own living room. John, a sad lady fervently praying before the saint statue in the church. A priest sees it and asks her what happened. Oh, please pray for my husband, Holy Father. She says he got stung by a bee in the forehead. He's in the hospital now. His face is all swollen and bruised. He almost died. Luckily, I was close enough to hit the bee with a shovel. John, let's do This Week in History. We call it Talk About Then. She hit him with a shovel, John.
See, that's where the bruises... Okay.
That's where it really came from.
Yeah.
John, this week is Cinco de Mayo. Do you know what Cinco de Mayo is all about? Could you give me some, like a brief synopsis?
You know what? I took a Mexican history class, and I'm not sure that I remember.
It commemorates May 5th, 1862, when a fledgling Mexican army defeated a much larger and better equipped French forces. The French, looking to set up a French empire in Mexico, did not know this, had invaded with 8,000 troops. On May 5th, 1862, the much smaller Mexican army of 4,000 troops, that's half, defeated the French near Pueblo, providing a large morale boost for the Mexican population. However, a year later, the French, with now 30,000 troops, were able to defeat the Mexican army and installed Emperor Maximilian I as ruler of Mexico. This victory, too, was short-lived, though. After the American Civil War ended, the U.S. was able to provide support to Mexico and help expel the French. In the U.S., Cinco de Mayo has become a time to celebrate Mexican-American culture.
There you go.
So
it is today.
I did not know all that. That's today as we record.
I'm colonoscopy prepping on Cinco de Mayo. I just now put that together.
Yeah, man.
No wonder they had that opening. Like no other idiots.
Only clear margiratas today for you,
I could be
my friend.
Could be wearing a sombrero tonight at a restaurant.
This one will hurt, especially as you prep and can't eat. Today, 1968, marks the introduction of the Big Mac hamburger at McDonald's, John. Are you a Big Mac guy?
I'm not.
Okay.
But I do know that it followed the Whopper.
It made its, because of the food that built America.
Yes, I know stuff.
I watch documentaries. Yeah. I know about stuff.
It was a dead-on impression of me.
It made its nationwide debut, John, with its 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. It was created by a Pittsburgh McDonald's franchisee the previous year, so they had freedom to kind of create their own little
back then they would do that. That's how the Filet-O-Fish came as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, they would make something regionally, and then the big wigs would come and decide if it should go national.
I like it.
Yeah.
We need more of that, don't you think?
Yeah.
We need more freedom like that.
My issue with the Big Mac...
The extra bread.
Is the big piece of bread in the middle.
Yeah. But some people love that. That extra, because it soaks up the...
Well,
like
it
that
does
spongy.
keep it formed well. I will say that.
It is a lot of bread.
And I like bread.
I don't like what's funny is, I like Thousand Island on a salad. I do not like Thousand Island on a hamburger.
You know, I will say this.
Which is what the special sauce is, basically, right?
I haven't eaten it. Yeah, I agree. I haven't eaten a Big Mac in years, but I will say this. I think I've enjoyed them when I have eaten them. I've never been like, you know what, that was gross.
There is a guy who's famous for eating a Big Mac every day for his whole life, basically his whole adult life. Because I think he made the list one day. He's like famous. He's he calls himself Big Mac Jack or something. I don't know what he is, but he eats a Big Mac, and he's like a healthy guy. He's not like you would think this guy's going to be 400 pounds. He's just like a skinny guy. But he eats a Big Mac every day for lunch.
I wonder if he's.
I think he's still around. I don't want to look because I'm afraid to look.
I think whenever we're both recovered, we should go have a Big Mac.
Let's go have a Big Mac together
and see.
And we'll see if what's the big deal.
You know, there's a new bigger burger that they've made.
Okay.
At McDonald's.
A quarter pounder?
No.
Cheese?
They've made a new burger that's supposed to be bigger than the Big Mac now.
Oh, boy.
I can't remember what it's called.
Did you know that it originally, you know this because you watched Food to Build America.
Well, yeah.
It originally went by the name, do you remember the original names?
No.
The Aristocrat, which that's destined to fail.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody wants, like, you're at McDonald's, first of all.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to say, like, this is an upper crusty burger, like, that's going to make you feel, like, fancy to eat it.
Right.
But nobody wants that.
Right. Here, use your
It makes you feel like you're a blue blood because you're. The other one was, and I'm surprised this didn't take off. The blue ribbon burger. Blue ribbon burger, I could see happening. It's not very blue ribbon burger.
Yeah, and they loved the blue ribbons back then, like the blue ribbon Pabst.
Yeah.
Like that was a big thing right there. You won a blue ribbon at the World's Fair or the fair, and
but they did. Those both did poorly in the marketplace under those names, and so they settled on the name Big Mac.
Interesting.
John Stetson was born this week, 1830. Do you know what he's famous for?
Hats.
He was an American hat maker. He founded his hat company in 1865. Stetson learned the hat making trade from his father in Philadelphia. After he was diagnosed with tuberculosis and given only a short time to live, he moved to the American West to use his remaining days exploring the wild frontier. This is kind of he's kind of out there trying to be like, what I'm going to make the most of. He was dismayed by the flea-infested coonskin caps worn by many of the gold seekers. So in 1865, he created his, quote, Boss of the Plains hat. It was made of durable, waterproof felt, and the wide brim provided protection from the hot sun. The hat was an instant success and was worn by such notables as Buffalo Bill, Calamity Jane, Will Rogers, Annie Oakley, Tom Mix, and the Lone Ranger. And Stetson's line of hats became known as the de facto cowboy hat.
Wait, did he recover, though?
It does not say.
That seems important to the story.
I mean, he had tuberculosis, and it was the 1800s, so I'm going to say...
But maybe being out west?
Maybe being out west, all that dust in your lungs, that's going to help.
It worked for Doc Holliday? Oh, wait.
Yeah. I put this on here because I wondered, you're from Nashville.
Yeah.
Have you ever found yourself in a cowboy hat trying to pull it off, trying to be like that guy?
I think in high school, everyone has a little country music phase.
Yeah.
I might.
Did you have the big belt buckle?
No, but I had lots of friends who did.
Yeah.
I might have worn some boots a few times under jeans.
Boots hurt if you're not used to them.
They're not comfortable. Those you
got to break those in.
Yeah. Now as a little kid,
yeah,
I'd play cowboys and Indians and stuff. But
right. And wear a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Did you have a little cheesy one?
Oh yeah.
But it wasn't a Stetson. It wasn't a true Stetson.
No, it was probably
these hats, man. When these people get on these planes to head to Nashville or head from Nashville when we're leaving, on trips, they have them stacked on their head, 2-3 deep. So they look ridiculous because there's nowhere to put these hats to keep them from getting crumpled. So they're wearing like a hat stack. They look like a Dr.
about
Seuss.
$1,000 on their head.
They look like a Dr. Seuss character.
Yeah. You see it a lot.
Yeah.
There's more. Listen, anyone wearing, in general, a cowboy hat in Nashville is not from here.
Right.
In general.
There's
a couple. I'm sure there's people, but
yeah.
Unless you run the hat store.
If you're in Montana, you're wearing it, hey,
more power to you, man.
You need it.
Look, I watch Taylor Sheridan shows.
I get it.
It's rough out there.
We all see it.
Yeah.
John, finally, this week, 1954, British runner Roger Bannister became the first person to what?
Run a 4-minute mile?
4-minute mile, completing the run in 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds. According to his book, The 4-Minute Mile, which...
That's appropriately named.
His training consisted primarily of 30-minute runs with hard intervals 3 to 4 times a week. So he would increase the speed in the middle, I guess, when you do those high-intensity intervals. And he worked himself. What's funny is the people who trained with him, once they saw him do it, they did it shortly thereafter. So it's almost like there is something to that. Do you think that's what's going on, or do you think it's all drugs with all these records being broken since then?
No, I think you...
Do you think it's like human achievement just needs to go? Once you see it's possible? So
Sadie had a private lesson last night. This is a great example. And she actually...
ran a 4-minute mile.
I couldn't believe it in volleyball. So we hadn't measured her vertical in a while.
Yeah.
And this guy was working with her. And she measured 3 inches higher than the last measure. It's huge for what we're doing.
That's huge.
But he went over and looked because he's shooting video and you can measure up and down the net. She was actually in drills, and he went and measured the net. She'd been hitting really well. He was like, "Oh my gosh, this is at the men's level." They'd had it up in the gym.
Wow!
It was 3 inches higher than it was supposed to be. So he's like, "Okay," and he told this whole story. He's like, "I want to lower this now, but I need you to keep jumping like it was already high." He's like, that's hard for people. When you lower it back down now, you will lower
your expectations.
Your expectations as opposed to where it was high. Yeah.
Dude, now there's a sermon there. Please guys, tell me you got that's going to be.
I got it all on film. I'm giving no
You can
credit.
Find the scriptures to prop up whatever you want to say with that story.
Right.
That's how you
Just
do it.
Proof text the mess out of that.
That's something else. That's good stuff.
Yeah,
Go
good.
Sadie.
Yeah, it's good. She did great.
She's jumping out of the building over here.
Proud of her. So.
She's leaping tall buildings in a single bound. Well,
I'm about 2 weeks away from getting back on a scooter, John.
You're going to do it.
And then we'll film it. And then people will be like, what are you doing, you idiot? But
the next leg of the tour is called the Redemption Tour.
I think it is. I think it's got to get right back on the horse.
Are any jokes going to be written from this?
Probably. I mean, I got a song idea or two, and I got a few little. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's just the thing. Is like this is what my buddy Mark Lowry, who's become a new friend. One of his most famous bits is from a accident that he had on it was a motor scooter, like a real maxi scoot, like 100 mile an hour guy. And he was in an intersection and laid it down. I can't remember what happened. Somebody cut him off, or he didn't see what was happening, and he broke his leg so severely. And then they took him away in an ambulance. And he has a 20-minute bit about it that he tells, and it is so funny. But he goes, "It's the worst day of your life, but as it's happening, this is going to be 20 minutes."
Yeah.
So I said, well, your lips to God's ears. I hope that happens.
Yeah.
But his was way worse. He has like cadaver ligaments in his leg to save the leg. They had to put like cadaver. So he always talks about like during the rapture, the dead in Christ rise first. So he has his leg going up and the leg going up ahead of him.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's good.
MarkLowry.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a buddy.
Yeah. Guys, you should check out JonnieW.com.
Okay.
JonnieW.com for all. Man, he's back on tour. Johnny's back.
We're back out, and we're going to reschedule those dates that I missed. And there's a bunch of dates that we already had that we're keeping, and we can't wait. And please get those tickets, JonnieW.com, because I got ER bills, y'all.
That's right. Keep your balance out there, kids.
Yes.
That's
if your hat blows off, you can always get another hat.
That's right. If it's a Stetson even, hey, it don't matter. It's not worth crashing.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And sometimes a broken nose may straighten everything out. And
a crooked nose makes the world right.
A crooked esophagus could, anyway. You should also check out our past episodes at our website.
Talkaboutthatpodcast.com.
Yeah. And if you wanted to send us a message, you could send it to
hello@talkaboutthatpodcast.com.
Yeah, we appreciate all the guys who reach out and send us messages. It always means a lot to us. And man, what a journey, Johnny, that we've been on.
We're back, and it's good to be back. And you're such a good friend, and thanks for holding down the fort while I was gone. But I'm back, so I'll be driving the bus from here on.
So I don't need you to step back now.
I need you to calm down.
Yeah, you've been doing. Yeah, hey man, I'm really grateful that you're doing.
Me
well.
too.
It means a lot. So, all right, guys, thanks for the time you gave us this week. Let's do it again next week here on
Talk About That.